What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a SoRare value video. This week we're looking at top value as always here. They're going to build out some lineups. If you haven't signed up for SoRare yet, definitely sign up. You get free common cards to play with. You could win real rewards, market credits, and essence to basically get real cards. So check it out. Let's get into some of the top values. Basically over here, like DraftKings, instead of using money to build out a salary cap roster, you use their last 10 average. So lower average is going to be better plays if you think they're going to smash their last 10 game average. So we're actually going to come over to instant buy because it shows you some of the most popular players. And I'm going to talk about some guys I like. So Zach Edey, you got to like him. You know, he got a 50 in one game, so has really high upside at 18. So does Risache here. He got a 66. I didn't know it was that high. Pretty insane because he got 33 points, but I didn't know he had 7 boards, 2 blocks, and 3 steals in that as well. So he makes for a great play. And then I think SAR at 30 is just too high. Dalton Connect, though, with all the injuries the Lakers are dealing with like Rui out and possibly Anthony Davis more, looks pretty decent at 12. Castle looks good at 12 as well, because he's been starting now with Sochan out. Reed Shepard at 5 is definitely a flyer. Coming down, I still like Josh Giddey at 25. He's had some big scores. Can double this one up, 44 and 46 in back-to-back games. Yves Messi looks okay at 21. He doesn't have the highest upside, but with blocks, he could definitely get way over 21. Jalen Brunson at 37 looks good for a higher price guy. He can easily get you in the 50s. Hasn't had the best season so far, but at 37, it is looking like some good value for a high price guy. Dyson Daniels, the guy I've been playing all the time over here at 17. I mean, we saw him start the season with a 42 and 37. Recently, 26, 27, you would still take at a 17 cap, but I think he's definitely got 30 point, even up to 40 on the upside. Chet Holmgren actually looks pretty good at 40 because he's had some big scores, 64, 59. Hasn't touched over 34, though, in the last 5 games. So that cap came down, but has upside with blocks, obviously. So does Mobley at 36. Jalen Green at 32 actually looks pretty good. Looking at the next page, we got Andre Drummond, who I like at 23 still, with Embiid missing through the weekend. We should get 2 more Drummond starts here at 23, which he can absolutely smash if he just puts together a good, with some decent minutes. He's 35 has been the most he's gotten all season. He can absolutely smash it if he gets a chance, but we'll see what those minutes are like. Walker Kessler at 27 I like. He has high upside. With the blocks, we've seen it just in the past 2 weeks, 46 and a 38. At a 27, looks good. Cody Williams at 9 looks good. Still starting, even with Markkanen back. Had a 26 at a 9, you would definitely take that, but definitely going to be very up or down. Strother still at 10. I like his upside, especially with Murray out. If Murray's in, doesn't look as good, but still at a 10. Looks pretty good. And then Saloon or Salon here, however you pronounce it, could be in line for more minutes. And he had one solid game with 20, but with, you know, all the injuries they have with their bigs and now Miles Bridges, could be in line for a lot more minutes. So don't mind him at a 10. Bridges at 26 looks pretty good. Brown at 24 looks pretty good. And now we're getting deep here on page 3, and not as much to go around here. Mathurin starting at 23, I actually like. He hit a 44, 32, 35 in the past 2 games. I think Miles Turner looks good at a 26. Had that one massive game with a 51. So at 26, he could double up that cap. And then Scottie Pippen starting for Ja Morant on Friday, most likely. It's going to look good. Even at 30, not going to be great value, but one you could possibly look at. All right, then some guys that weren't on the popular pages that I'm liking here at some low cap for some values. Goga at a 4 cap. Insane value, actually, because he got 31 and 36 with Wendell Carter out. So if Wendell is out again and Goga's starting, going to look really good. The other one is Peyton Watson, but apparently he doesn't have any instant buys up. And I'm not seeing any manager sales up for him either, so Don't know what the deal is there with Peyton Watson, but I think his cap's still under 10, and Watson looks pretty good with Aaron Gordon out. Next, we still got Alvarado with McCollum out. He's had some huge scores at an 18 cap, like a 50 in his last one. You will definitely take some high upside for Alvarado. And then finally, a very under the radar one, Dwight Powell with Derek Lively and PJ Washington out. Got 22 at just a 2 cap. So some good value there as well. All right, now let's look at some of the lineups I made. So with the common cards you guys can get for free just by signing up. In my champion lineup, I'm going Wemby with a low cap Giddey, Jalen Johnson, Miles Turner, and Jalen Green. Some guys we talked about over there. Champagne, actually a guy we haven't talked about. I think a 21 cap looks pretty good. Then I got Eddie, Porter Jr., Kessler, and Drummond in my contender. For my limited underdog from this season, we got Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis, Jared McCain, Alex Len, and Isaiah Collier. Hopefully Collier plays. He has a 0 cap, so would be pretty good play there if he actually plays. For my last season's card, we got some good lineups here. For the champion, this lineup actually sucks. It was the last one I did, but we got Vucevic, Van Vliet, Oubre, Laravia, Conley. Pretty unlikely unless we get another ceiling game from Vucevic where we got like in the 60s. Limited contender, though, looks pretty good with Brunson, Jalen Green, Davion Mitchell, who's been starting and playing pretty well. Actually, good value at 19. Josh Green starting. And Jalen McDaniels' cap is down to 17, who I actually like. The next one, we got Gary Payton, Okongwu, Eubanks, Miles Turner, and Julius Randle. So that one, okay, definitely depends on the minutes Gary Payton's going to get, and Okongwu and Eubanks, honestly. But Eubanks has been playing a bit, so don't mind that one. Contender over here, we got Paul George, Jaren Jackson, Dylan Brooks, Moody, and then that 2 cap Dwight Powell. And finally, the underdog is a complete dump of a lot of low cap guys that honestly I don't even know if any of these guys are going to get over 20 minutes this week, so kind of a throwaway there. But I've been playing the daily hoops and I think I won yesterday. You can trade in your cards to get optimal lineups. So for daily today we're going with this, and you can only use guards, so I'm going SGA, Alvarado, Andre Jackson, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball. This one looking really good. So looking back, out of 12,000 people, I got 27th in the daily yesterday. Pretty insane. Anthony Edwards, Wemby, Giddey, Jackson, Champagne, and I won another Wemby from that and $5 in market credit. The day before that, we had another good one, top 15% finish. Jalen Johnson went off with 58, Turner, Drummond, Jalen Green, Fox kind of disappointed. But the daily has been fun as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Get some value plays for today. And check out some of the other videos. Like we got NBA Top Shot Fast Break video. And we got daily fantasy videos, trying to do it almost every day during the week over here as well. So check those out. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in another.